Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Anshika, and in today's video we are going to learn everything about bonus shares including the journal entries. So let's get started. Firstly, let's understand the meaning of the term bonus shares. If in simple English I talk about the term bonus, what does this mean? This means in addition or something extra, right? This is what the bonus is. So when you get bonus in your company, right? So what does that mean? Besides your salary, you're going to get something extra that is known as your bonus, right? Similarly, bonus shares are the free shares that are being issued to the existing shareholders at free of cost, right? These are being issued to the existing shareholders in certain proportion or ratio, you can say that. Now, how are bonus shares being issued? The reserves and surpluses are being converted into the share capital. This is also known as the capitalization of profits, right? So, what happens is, if a company wants to share its profits with the shareholders, right, but it does not want to give out the cash of the company, right? If the company pays dividend to the shareholders, that means cash will go out, right? But the company wants to share its profits. So what a company usually does, it is going to convert its reserves and surpluses into the share capital. That means extra shares will be given to the existing shareholders free of cost in a certain proportion or certain ratio. Now, for example, supposedly I am a shareholder of a company, right? And I have, say, 10 shares of a company. And what a company does, it decides to issue for every 2 shares held by a shareholders, 1 bonus share will be given, right? This is the ratio in which bonus shares will be given by a company. So, if I am holding 10 shares over here, I will get how many bonus shares? If I hold 10 shares, that means for every 2 shares, I will be getting 1 bonus share. That means I will be getting 5 bonus shares by a company. So, this ratio could be 4:1. This ratio could be 5:1. This ratio could be 1:1. Any ratio that is being decided by a company, right? So this means for every number of shares, particular number of shares, how many bonus shares are being issued by a company, right? Now, what does a bonus share does? It increases the total number of issued shares owned by the company, but it does not increase company's net worth. Okay, so there will be no increase or decrease in company's net worth. How? For example, if this is the balance sheet, okay, so this is the liability side of a balance sheet. Over here we have share capital, and here we have profits or reserves and surpluses, right? So what a company does, it from the profits or reserves and surpluses, the amount is being transferred to the share capital, right, for issuing the bonus shares. Now what will happen? Our profits and reserves will decrease. Simultaneously with the same amount, the share capital of the firm will increase, right? So on the whole, there will be no change or effect on the balance sheet, total of the net worth of the company. Is that clear to you guys? Okay. Next point is that bonus shares do not dilute shareholders' equity because they are issued in a constant ratio. Now what does that mean? If previously there were 10,000 shareholders, after bonus share also there will be 10,000 shareholders only. However, the number of shares is going to increase, but the number of shareholders will be the same as before, right? So bonus issue is also known as the capitalization of the profits, wherein the profits and reserves are being converted into the share capital. I hope this is clear to you guys. Okay, moving further, we have two types of bonus issue. First is the fully paid up bonus shares and other one is the partly paid up bonus shares. Now, fully paid up bonus shares are when the reserves and surpluses are being distributed to the shareholders in a certain proportion, right? And what are partly paid up bonus shares? Supposedly there are shares, say the face value is 10 rupees of the share, okay, and the paid up value of the share is or the paid up capital is rupees 8. So what is the final call that will be made on the shares? That is rupees 2. 10 minus 8 is rupees 2. Okay, so this is pending. So what a company does, it pays off this rupees 2 by itself. Okay, so this is known as the partly paid up bonus shares. Clear? Okay, now this is very important. Okay, just note it down. The sources from which bonus shares can be issued. We have studied that there are two types of bonus shares. Firstly, it is fully paid up bonus shares and another one is the partly paid up bonus shares, right? So these are the sources. And over here you need to remember the chronology of these sources. Okay, firstly CRR, that is capital redemption reserve, is used. Then security premium, but that is realized in cash only, right? Then capital reserve, also that is realized in cash only, and so on and so forth. Now over here you need to remember that fully paid up bonus shares will be paid up from these reserves and surpluses in the same chronological order. However, partly paid up shares are only being paid off from these reserves, that is capital reserve, profit and loss account, general reserve, investment allowance reserve, sinking fund and development rebate fund. Another thing over here that you need to note it down, that capital reserves and security premium account that are not realized in cash will not be used for issuing the bonus shares. Now example over here could be that revaluation of fixed asset. Supposedly you purchased a land of rupees say 10,000 in 2020, right? And you revalue your land. Now your cost of land is 15,000. So over here your capital profit will be 5,000. This profit cannot be used for issuing the bonus shares. Clear? Now coming up to the journal entries that are very important. Firstly, we have is the fully paid up of bonus shares, right? Over here, what do? We debit all the reserves and surpluses from which we are going to make the bonus shares, right? And we are going to credit the bonus to shareholders, right? And when we issue the bonus share, what happens is we are going to debit the bonus to shareholders account to the share capital account, right? Now we have the case of partly paid up bonus shares. In this, what do? We make the partly paid shares to the fully paid shares, right? In this, we are going to debit our reserves and surplus to bonus shareholders, right? And now we are going to make the final call due, right, to the shareholders. We took an example earlier that if the share is of rupees 10, right, and 8 rupees is the called up capital and the final call is to be made on rupees 2. So this will be your final call, right, and this will be share final call will be made and to the share capital it will be credited, right? And final entry will be the adjustment of both these entries. So what do? We are going to debit bonus to the shareholders and to the share final call, right? Now, what are the conditions for issuing the bonus shares? Firstly, it should be authorized by the article of association. If not, then it should be altered first. And then it should also be authorized. Capital should be sufficient according to memorandum of association, right? If not, then memorandum of association should be altered and increase the authorized capital. Then this should be authorized by the general meeting by the shareholders. Okay, so the company should also ensure that no default of payment of interest or principal amount on fixed deposits or on the statutory dues like gratuity or the contribution of the provident fund is there. Next is that all the shares should be fully paid up. If not, then they should be made fully paid up first and then the bonus shares will be issued. Now next is the company must check the availability of all the resources before making the bonus shares. Now next is the effect of bonus issue. First is the increase in the share capital. For example, there were 10,000 shares and the company decided to issue one bonus share for holding one share, right? So now there will be, for every one shares, there will be one bonus share issued, right? If earlier there were 10,000 shares, so now there will be 10,000 bonus shares and the total shares would be 20,000 shares. Clear? Next point is reduction in EPS. How come? For example, earlier we had 2 lakhs of profits and number of shares were 10,000. Right? After bonus shares, we have 2 lakhs of profits but number of shares have increased. When the number of shares have increased, our EPS is going to fall. Right? Next point is favorable act considered by the market. Why? Because prices are going to adjust according to demand and supply, right? So whenever there is a news of company issuing the bonus shares, the share prices increases tremendously of that company. And once the bonus shares are being issued, the prices starts coming down. Why? Because there will be more number of shares in the market and there will be more number of purchasers also, right? Next is adjustment in the market price. Shares are going to increase, so more number of buyers and sellers will be there in the market and they are going to adjust according to the demand and supply. Last is the reduction in accumulated profit. As you know that bonus shares or the bonus issue is also known as capitalization of profits. Okay, so capitalization of profit means our profits or reserves and surpluses are going to reduce. Last topic is the advantages of issuing the bonus shares. First is the encouraging retail participation. How? When the number of shares increases in the market, right? Shareholders can freely purchase these shares, right? And the prices of these shares are going to adjust according to the demand and supply in the market. Next is alternate to paying the dividends. Whenever a company wants to share its profits, but it does not want to pay in cash dividend, what a company can do is it can issue the bonus shares and convert its profits into the capital. This is the displaying the financial health. So whenever a company issues or declares the bonus issue of shares, shareholders think that this company has a good reserves. That is why it is converting it into the share capital. So last is the favorable tax dividend. How come? Now if a company gives the cash dividend, right? Cash dividend are always taxable in the hands of the shareholders. However, bonus shares are not taxable unless you go and sell the bonus shares in the market, right? Till you are holding the bonus shares, these are not going to be taxable. Okay, now we have is the disadvantages of issuing the bonus shares. First is the opportunity cost. So, the reserves and surpluses that has been distributed by the company could have been used by the company to grow itself, or it could have been invested in some other project, right? So, this is the opportunity cost. Next is the negative impact on the dividends. Shareholders might think that why the company is not paying out the cash in dividend. Okay, so negative image of a company may be created by the shareholders, right? Last is that no immediate financial benefit. Why? What happens is that usually we have seen that whenever bonus shares are being issued in the market, or a company declares a bonus shares, there is a tremendous increase in the shares of that company. Okay, so once bonus share has been issued by the company, there will be lesser demand of that share, and ultimately the share prices will come down, right? I hope you have learned something, and if you have any doubt, you can comment in the comment section. Thank you and have a nice day.